Hey, it's Connor and I'm back today with my second video to tell you a little bit about some suggestions I might have, some things that you might consider if you're going to start your own business, set out on your own. First off, I just want to give a huge thank you to everyone who liked, commented, and shared my last video, especially all of you that subscribed to me. I wasn't expecting a lot of engagement. I was just kind of trying to get the juices flowing, but it was huge. It meant a lot, and it was very interesting to see just how big the world is. Comments I was getting from Texas and New York, and really how nice everybody is. I mean, I was also not expecting that. So thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you like this video, and I hope you enjoy future content that I start putting out. If you don't know the story, be sure to go check out my first video. I posted last week. Basically, the story is I quit my job back in January because it's not what I wanted to do in life. I wasn't enjoying it. It was too much stress. I took out a $20,000 loan to buy a bunch of camera gear, and I started my own video business. I'm 6 months in now, and if you want to watch my journey going through this process, I'm here to show you that the struggle is real, but also I'm making it so far. I'm gonna make it work. So, what are these 5 things that just might save you? Let's get right into it. Number 1, and I really do think that this one is actually the biggest, networking. It's as simple as that. When I quit my job back in January, the greatest resource I had, aside from a loan that I took out for a bunch of gear, were the people that I already knew and relationships that I had already cultivated. Working at a barbershop for 2 years, you see about 1 million people come through those doors. As manager, I had to meet a lot of them, got to meet a lot of them. And as the head of sales for the company for my second year, that was basically my entire job, was to cultivate these relationships with business owners and make deals. Now, I was just a small guy at a small company, but I can wholeheartedly tell you that almost every single one of the jobs I've gotten since I've left came from people that I worked with or met while I was working there. So my word of advice to you, if you are looking to maybe quit your job and start your own journey or something along those lines, maybe in the distant future, it still all applies. Start meeting people now. Take an interest in their business, show them that you care about what they care about. And when the time comes that you drop everything to go do what you care about, they are going to care enough about you to support you and help you in any way that they possibly can. That is the truth. Number 2, business cards. And I know that sounds really simple and self-explanatory for somebody that is starting a business, is to get business cards. But I feel like it's less and less important nowadays, or at least people think it's less and less important. Why? Because everybody has Instagram and everybody has a million different socials that you can get a hold of them on, see their work on, and that is how the world navigates, is through technology. But I think you would be surprised to find out that most of the world is not navigating at that speed yet. And yes, I think you should have all those options and you're gonna be ahead of the game, but most of the world is not ahead of the game. As much as TikTok would like you to believe otherwise, most people are still stuck in the analog age. I have gotten several jobs from handing out my business card to people. You just never know who you're gonna be talking to one day. I bartend a little bit on the side. I'll be talking to a customer. He wants to ask me what I'm doing with my life. I tell him about my video business. A fair amount of them are like, hey man, I've actually got a thing I want to set up. I've been looking for a video guy. I've been looking for a photo guy. Do you have a card? It's worth the investment, even though somehow those little pieces of paper are so damn expensive. This is my business card right here. Fantastic film, that's kind of my thing. I've got the little jackalope sitting on the director's chair. On the back, I've got all of my info, how to reach me, what I do. It's very simple. And also my other word of advice would be, if you're gonna buy business cards through Canva, don't use the deluxe paper. It's like poster board. It's thick. It's like 1 inch thick. Number 3, create a website, put your portfolio on there, and put your prices on there. Personally, I think the easiest way to do this is through Squarespace. Now, I probably wouldn't know otherwise because that's the only website builder I've heard about from watching other YouTubers, and so I went with that. I figured I was getting it from trusted sources. It's been great. It's a simple website. I haven't completely figured out the whole Google and conversion stuff through my website, but really I just needed to focus first on getting a portfolio that people can access. Squarespace was a very simple way to do that. I've got a home page. On the home page is a little demo reel showing some of my best shots, or at least what I could find from some of my best shots. And then I got a page for a photo gallery and a page for a video gallery. The real reason why I bring up the website though is for the pricing. I have heard multiple times over that me having my prices on my website is a game changer for people. Why? Because they have visited other videographers or photographers' websites who have great portfolio, but have the email me for a quote or like, you know, let's make a deal. And honestly, I think that scares people. They would rather see what they're getting into first and then negotiate from there if they need to. And so far that's how I've done it and it's worked. Those prices are important though. I have a day rate for filming and everything is broken down into a half day rate as well. So basically if you have me for 4 hours, that's a half day. If it's anything over 4 hours, that's a full day. I have a full day rate for filming or taking photos, and then I have a full day rate for pre-production and a full day rate for post-production. All of them are different. The one where I actually have to film is the most expensive because that includes all of the gear that I've brought into the equation. Number 4, don't wait until 8:30 p.m. to start filming your YouTube video because it gets dark outside. I'm just kidding, that's not number 4. Number 4 is a great piece of advice. I honestly should have put it first because it's one of the first things you should do, especially before you quit your job and start this venture. I wish I had done it that early. Unfortunately, I waited until I was a couple months in. Also, this was a while ago, so I don't have many details. Maybe I'll circle back around later and make a video just about this. The advice is get a CPA. Go talk to a tax guy, an accountant, somebody who knows the ropes. Because for me, being a W-2 employee my whole entire life, and then jumping into my own business, I have no idea what's going on. And I promise you, I tried to research as much of it as I possibly could, but it's a confusing world out there, you know? There's so much information, and a lot of it is so correct and wonderful. It might not be for your state that you live in. It might be for a slightly different situation, a different type of LLC. You just never know. And so I feel like going to a trusted advisor for this type of information that is really going to matter is a good idea. So when I met with my new tax guy, we went a little bit through how much I should be holding from the checks that I receive. I'm being very safe because I really don't want to owe in taxes next year, so I'm just holding 30% of everything aside in a different account. We went over different ways of paying taxes, so I pay quarterly on sort of an estimated, I think I'm going to make this much this year, and so I'll pay this much every 3 months. We went over how I should pay people. If I'm hiring actors, if I'm hiring an audio guy for a project. I haven't done any of that yet. Well, I have, but on a smaller scale. But you got to keep track of all this stuff. We went over what type of receipts I need to hold on to for deductions later. There's just so much that goes into all of this, and if you are one of the guys that really knows how to do your research and make this stuff happen on your own, then you should. And I am all the more happy for you for that. I am not one of those guys. I honestly don't enjoy doing a lot of research on stuff that I don't care about. I'll research movies and I'll research how to make films. I'll research all that. I don't care about the taxes. I'd rather just get a guy who knows what he's doing, who's gonna lead me in the right direction so that I don't get screwed next year. Okay, it's really starting to get dark out here, so I gotta wrap this up. Number 5 is Instagram ads. Networking is one of the most important things, but it'll also only take you so far. And when you reach a gap in the jobs that you have lined up, like I have recently, then you need to start finding new clients. This can actually be insanely difficult. To be honest, I wasn't really sold on the idea of Instagram ads, but I figured I'd give it a try. So last week, I took my demo reel from my website, popped it into this advertisement, gave it a little voiceover about how I think my videos are important and how I think they can help businesses grow and such. I put $100 into it over 6 days. to run within like a 12-mile radius around me, and I set the demographic to business owners in the area. That $100 has turned into $2,000 for me. I've booked several jobs from it, people that were able to access my website from the ad and then contact me to set something up. I didn't even think it was really that great of an ad, but it does two things. It tells people who I am and what it is that I do. And really that should be the main desire for any business owner out there, is simply getting as many people as possible in the world to know who you are and what you do. Once you get that out of the way, it opens all the rest of the doors. So that's my video, guys. I'm gonna get the hell out of here now because it is way too dark. Start networking right away, build up that list of contacts. Buy some nice business cards so you have a physical way of transferring your information to someone else if that's what they need. Put your prices on your website. Don't make people guess, don't make people scared. Find a CPA, get the tax man to figure your stuff out for you. Last but not least, put out an ad and see what it does for you. Even if it's not that great, if you put a little bit of money into it, it's going to bring back more money. It's as simple as that. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you stay tuned for more content in the future. Please like and subscribe. Please let me know in the comments what it is that you want to know about this journey so that I can give that content to you. And we'll see you on the next video.